Do you know that guy?
All right, Jets tuning in on the side of the road. Slow pokes. Fuck, it is pouring here. I am in Cornwall, Vermont. Traction control C is off. Yeah, come on, there's the... I really can't see very well. Well, that's okay. Tuning in for another glorious adventure. Yeah, adventure my ass, I know, but it'll be fun. It is pouring rain in Vermont. I am on Route 74, heading towards Shoreham. Never each headed west. Heading west, New York bound. Not really going to New York though. I am actually getting beer because I need beer. Oh my God, this is what I hate. This right here. Vermont drivers. Vermont drivers are the absolute worst. I have been in many, many states, and by far the worst drivers to deal with are Vermont drivers. They suck. I am an anomaly. Maybe because I spent a year of my adolescence in Charlotte, North Carolina and learned how to drive in a city, but everyone else drives slow. Oh, this guy might go fast. Oh yeah, see, he's going fast as he's trying to outrun me. It's great. You're not gonna outrun me, dude, because I have bigger balls than you do. So I kind of want to do a little season update. It is, you know, we're going into July on Sunday, which marks the 7th month, the second half of 2018. The year is half over. I would say my season's half over as well because I really can't ride much in January and February and in November and December. So this is kind of my Jets mid-season review of how things are going, where I'm lining up for my mileage, which is, you know, it's pretty decent, but that's not perfect or awesome. I've had the Bonneville for 2 months. This Sunday? Yes, 2 months this Sunday. That will be 8 weeks I've had the Bonneville, and I'm currently at 8,305 miles, which isn't very good, considering I would like to be at a little bit more mileage, but I'm still beating my 700-mile average goal, or, you know, my par, which I do for the season. So that's kind of where I've been trying to shoot for on this bike. So I've got about 8,300 miles on this bike, about 3,000 miles on the XR 1200, which puts me in about 1,100 miles, 11,000 miles, plus about 1,000 miles or so on the TU and the Bandit. So I'm about 12,000 miles for the season, 24,000 miles projected if I maintain my mileage, but July and August are my biggest months, so I should be able to rocket that out pretty good. The tires have been really good. Ooh, a little hydroplane there. Felt the ABS kick in. Do I want to get beer here, or do I want to get beer somewhere else? And you know what? I'm going to get beer somewhere else. I'm going to do something different today. I think I'm going to go to Orwell. Orwellians. This is Route 22A. Yeah, and I'm going to go the back way. It's raining and I don't care. I'm riding. So anyways, I'm heading, this is now 74, I'm heading out towards the Lake Champlain, which is the big lake that separates Vermont and New York. It narrows on the southern side. Actually, there is no lake on the southern side of the state, but we are in what we call the Champlain Valley. This is basically where I was raised and grew up. Not this town, this is Shoreham. Next 2 weeks, I have a big ride planned, meeting up with Doug, with Amen Moto, kinda. It's no longer, it's Scotty Amen now. There's Dougie still part of Amen Moto? Okay, I don't know. But my cat, Doug, my Amen Moto brother, and I'll probably ride with him. He really needs to get his butt on this Triumph for sure. I think he will be very impressed. I'm kind of actually eager to see what he thinks about it. See, this is a beautiful farmland here in Vermont. This is what I'm used to here. That smoke, it's not really smoke, but that is the International Paper Ticonderoga Paper Plant. And if you smell real hard, you can smell it. All right. We're looking good. Yeah, baby. So yeah, I just wanted to shout out to my boy here. So we're talking about the mid-season review, and I want to say there was one person that really was the game changer, that really kind of twisted, and I've always kind of talked with, and really just, you know, hey deer, look at the deer. You see those all the time too. Really, though, just kind of changed everything for me and kind of broadened my horizons, and that would be old Scotty at Scotty Amen or Amen Moto or whatever. He's Amen Moto. Now, Scotty and I have a very good rapport. We've known each other for a few years now. Scotty really, you know, him and I were talking for quite some time about riding, and basically his bosses are dickwads, and I'm really going to stick with the bosses or dickwads thing. And we were going to ride a lot that week, and it ended up turning into like this much down to like this much. When I was with Scotty, it's you know, we have similar tastes in motorcycles, and I get this because we both rode Suzuki TU 250Xs. I still have mine. I probably will never get rid of it. And for him, it was his first bike, and which is totally cool. Scotty's got a really cool story. Go to Amen Moto, follow Scott. He's been on a couple of podcasts. He has a really interesting story. He's on his second season. He's you know, he's older than I am, not by much, and he's got a great story, and it all starts on a Suzuki TU 250X, and I just and that's where him and I kind of really clicked. You know, he's a hardcore rider. He rides in the rain. He's like me, like right now. You know, you've probably noticed in my video, you have yet to see another motorcycle on the road. That's because no one rides in the rain around here except for me, because I'm kind of a weirdo. But that's fine, because Scotty's kind of a weirdo, and that's why him and I click so well. Anyways, get down to Florida. Scotty's like all about, you know, trying out my XR 1200, and I was really wanting to try out the Triumph, because I was really like having a big boner for the Z900 RS. Down to Fort Lauderdale, we stayed out pretty late. We went to Starbucks and everything, and we talked about the Triumph, and we got her sent us linked. There's video footage, obviously, and I'm pulling wheelies on the thing now. I was like, this thing's freaking sick, and the more I thought about it, and it's like one of those things where they say you have to sleep on it, I really slept on it, and I like really did start sleeping on it, because by the end of the trip I was really done with the XR1200. It was exceptionally uncomfortable. The fuel range was horrible. I was getting about 120 miles a tank, which is just not practical for what I need it for, because I do a lot of slabbing days. He was just generous in spirit, generous in just in the fact that he let me put so many miles on that Triumph, and that's when I was really like, I've had enough miles on the Triumph, knowing that, well, this bike actually is going to work really well for me for riding long distances. It has plenty of power. I could definitely see how if I were to modify it, it would really be a bike that I could really customize to myself, because that's the whole premise of a standard motorcycle, is that you get a bike from the factory and it's all the same, all of them are like the same, but then you get to do what you need to do to make it your own. And that's what I've done with my Triumph. It's not like Scott's Triumph, but I could see that DNA in Scott's Bonneville that really pushed me over the edge to buy the Bonneville. And I've got to say, I am having one of the best seasons I have had in a very long time, and it's because I'm on this bike. And I am so indebted, because I would have never realized how much fun I was missing if Scott didn't offer up that generosity and graciousness to let me use his motorcycle. So props to Scott, props to Amen Moto. Amen Moto for life, for sure. So you can see, but Green Mountains over there. I live on the base of the Green Mountains, so I get a lot more rain. It's a little cooler in the mornings. I get more snow. Aw, man! I've got my first woodchuck of the season. Let's take a gander at my reward here. Believe this is a woodchuck. Yep, that's a woodchuck. Oh yeah, I got her good. Oh boy. I wonder if he's definitely dead. I clipped him right on, straight on. Yep. Yeah, bitch. You learned your lesson. Swington Road. Swington Hill Road. Road of the Swingtons. Alright, let's see. It is clear. This is Route 7. This is Fern Lake Road. The road of Fern Lakes. I like Fern Lakes. I'll show you Fern Lake. I'm going to take a left here. Oh, that's a beaver. Hello, Goldwing. Don't wave at me. It's cool. But this right here, my friends, this is Fern Lake. And I believe you're not allowed to have any motor vehicles or motor boats on this lake. But yeah, it's a nice little watering hole. A lot of people come here to, swim and such. It's okay. I'd rather just go to Dunmore if I'm going to go swim. I haven't gone swimming yet this year. That's kind of weird. That, my friends, is Route 53. This is the road that goes to the back side of Dunmore and to the main junction of 73 in Forestdale. Forestdale. Now, some folks call it a nice, cute mountain town. Most folks call it the town of brothels. Gorgeous houses, like this house right here is really pretty. And then the house is nice. Then the house needs a paint job. The house is nice. And then there's this house. My neighbors. Yeah. And then there's that house. Then there's that house. And then there's a trailer. Then there's a random farm. That's our junction store in Delhi. There's another one down the road too. They close at like 6, so there's really no stores in town. And then there's this cute little yellow house with motorcycles, and that is Jed's Domain. And at that, I bid you all adieu. I will tune in soon with more awesome adventures. Thank you for tuning in. This one's going to be kind of interestingly long, I bet. But I appreciate the support. Comments, questions, likes, dislikes below. Subscribe if you haven't already. I know these kind of vlogging episodes are kind of all about, you know, me just talking about random stuff for my, you know, followers that actually want to know about my riding, not necessarily a review. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. Keep it shiny side up. Best.